Spirulina is a cyanobacteria, which is a blue-green algae and thought to be one of the earliest life forms on Earth, giving rise to oxygen in the atmosphere and making Earth hospitable to humans and other animals. Its name is a reference to its spirally structure, but it's actually a very simple prokaryotic organism, which means it's a single cell with no nucleus. The soft outer cell wall makes this organism extremely digestible by humans, which is great because it's packed with bioavailable nutrients. The question is, can these nutrients enhance athletic performance? And I must say, my research did pleasantly surprise me as multiple studies showed increased strength and endurance capacity over time with spirulina supplementation. Most notably, a study from the American College of Sports Medicine in 2010 found that 6 grams a day for 4 weeks significantly increased the time it took for all 9 of the experienced male participants to reach fatigue. So what they did is they ran for 2 hours at 70 to 75% their VO2 max, and then sprinted at 95% until they couldn't run anymore. And what they found is that before taking the spirulina, the runners would tire out after just over 2 minutes, 2.05 minutes. But after the 4 weeks taking spirulina, they were able to go for 2.7 minutes. And it may not seem like a lot to go for an extra 30-40 seconds, but have you ever tried to run at near full speed for 2 minutes? Especially after a 2-hour run, 40 seconds feels like an eternity. And not to mention, that's over 30% increase in sprint time. The researchers also found an interesting side effect after administering spirulina, which was increased fat oxidation, which was actually the proposed mechanism for the enhanced performance. See, the average person has enough glycogen available in the muscles and liver to expend almost 2,000 calories, but enough fat stored to run for over 800 miles. So by increasing the fat oxidation during the submaximal portion of the test, muscle and liver glycogen is spared until the end when maximal effort is required. One thing that's interesting about this kind of endurance exercise is that it can promote free radicals in the system by inducing oxidative stress. For this reason, certain antioxidants may be required in higher quantities for athletes. Although large doses of antioxidants can be detrimental to performance, spirulina seems to have just enough antioxidant content to reduce reactive oxygen species without preventing cellular adaptation to exercise. Strength-building exercises also trigger oxidation within the muscle, causing fatigue and soreness. And one of the main indicators of muscle damage that researchers can measure is creatine kinase activity, because this enzyme normally shows up in our blood after heavy weight-bearing exercises. And a study in 2009 highlighted spirulina's ability to reduce creatine kinase, indicating that less muscle damage was happening in athletes after taking only 2 grams per day. Anti-inflammatory drugs such as ibuprofen and aspirin also reduce creatine kinase, but research shows that these drugs may interfere with muscle regeneration and hypertrophy at high doses, causing training to be less effective. In contrast, spirulina was shown to enhance strength gains in both athletes and non-athletes. One proposed mechanism is the algae's ability to promote vasodilation, which increases blood flow to the muscle, also known as the muscle pump. Many pre-workout supplements have ingredients that have this effect as well, including arginine, citrulline, and beta-alanine you've probably heard of. It would be interesting to test spirulina's capabilities against these other pre-workouts to see if it enhances the effect or if the effect of spirulina is negligible once other ergogenic aids are involved, because there is a limit to how much a pre-workout can enhance your performance. Spirulina is relatively cheap and the side effects are rare with pure uncontaminated products, because similar to mushrooms, algae can absorb heavy metals from their environment, so make sure that your source is tested for contaminants. Beneficial doses for athletes range from 2 to 6 grams per day, so there's some variability there depending on your goals and financial investment, so if you've got a little extra cash and want to try something new, I'd recommend it.